This is my Dana 25 front axle for my 46 Willys Jeep. It's all set up and ready to go. I just have to take it back apart and put regular bearings back in it. Right now it's set up with test bearings. That way you can set up your backlash and everything without having to pound the bearings on and off. So now we'll put the real bearings back in it and then check it all. Hopefully we can keep assembling it. These are the test bearings. They just slip on and off. Just easy for changing, adjusting your shims. We'll reuse these cups. These are brand new. They were just used for this. Don't need to make test ones of these because they just sit down here. But we'll pull the pinion out too. This is also machined out a little ways, but it needs to be done a little more, as you can see from having to pound on it. But it also slip fits on pretty good. Seems a little tight on the way off today. I don't know why, but that's just for setting it up also. And there's your pinion. And a bunch of blue. Put that on. That'll help. Okay, now we can put the oil slinger in. These 4 bolts here all need some type of thread sealer as they go all the way through the case. Don't forget to add that. I didn't put that on in my video earlier. Just want to point out that. Here's some of the parts. I got them all cleaned up in my parts washer. A few pieces I'm going to sandblast still and whatnot. Some of the hardware is pretty crusty and mismatched, so I'm going to order new of that. Get that replaced. The axle shafts, they're Bendix style, so they had these ball bearings in them. The ball bearings had a lot of dents and dings and pits and whatnot in them, pretty rough, so I think I'm just going to replace them, the whole axles, with some Spicer ones. I can get some pretty cheap, so I'm just going to do that. I got a whole box of parts here, so that'll get me a little farther ahead on it. Eventually it'll be sitting on all 4 wheels. I got some of these parts here sandblasted, and then they've been painted. Got almost everything here to rebuild the steering box. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the worm gear or steering shaft, whatever you want to call it. The end here, someone cut the threads off. It doesn't seem to want to focus on it, but there's just the splines. If I had another one that had a bad worm gear, I'd probably just cut it off and splice the 2 together. It's not like it's going to get drove that much. But got to find one of those now, so that'll be fun. And then pretty soon I'll be recording putting this back together.